and welcome to tonight's edition of Religions of India. I am Mr. Edward Historian, and this is my co-anchor, Ms. Deborah Historian.
Good evening, and thank you, Mr. Historian. Tonight's episodes on Religions of India will focus answering the burning questions. What are the similarities and differences in the core beliefs of Hinduism and Buddhism? What caused the shift from Hinduism to Buddhism? How did the Mauryan and the Gupta empires lead to the spread of Hinduism or Buddhism? Identify the location that Hinduism and Buddhism spread to during ancient Indian civilizations. Now back to you, Mr. Historian, for the answer to the first question of our viewers' minds.
Thank you, Ms. Historian. Just what do Hinduism and Buddhism have in common? Let me begin by saying that Buddha was a Hindu his entire life. Hinduism has been around longer, but both religions believe in reincarnation. Many pass to enlightenment. Suffering is caused by excessive attachment to things and people in the physical world. Ultimate spiritual reality beyond the illusions of the physical world. Practice meditation and other forms of yoga, and eventually all living spirits will achieve enlightenment and liberation, even if it takes many incarnations. However, Buddhism differs from Hinduism in that Buddhism does not feel the need for priests or Brahmins. Buddhists also believe that anyone can enter nirvana by following the Eightfold Path. Now back to you, Ms. Historian, for further enlightenment.
Thank you, Ed, for that interesting segue. With so many similarities, what caused the switch from Hinduism to Buddhism? The simple answer is Emperor Asoka. This emperor was a Buddhist, and he spread this religion to all his lands throughout missionaries.
That is quite interesting, Ms. Historian. Did you know that Asoka was part of the Mauryan Empire, which contributed greatly to the spread of Buddhism in India?
Why, yes, Ed, I did know that. But did you know that the Gupta Empire were of the Hindu belief and spread Hinduism throughout India by building the first stone temples for the Hindus?
But of course, everyone knows that, but here is a real stumper for you, Ms. Historian. Identify the location that Hinduism and Buddhism spread to during ancient civilization.
Hinduism and Buddhism spread to many places in India and Asia during the ancient Indian civilizations. Some of those are known today as China, Japan, Korea, Vietnam, Tibet, Burma, Thailand, Laos, and Cambodia. All now have large Buddhist and Hindu populations that are in some part owning to the great Mauryan king, Asoka, and the Gupta Empire. Back to you, Ed.
Well, that was another enlightening answer, Deborah. This is all we have for this evening broadcast. Thank you and good night.